Welcome to the simulated world. The simulation hypothesis is a theory that suggests that the universe we live in is not real but is, in fact, a computer simulation. This idea has been around for centuries but gained popularity in recent years with advancements in technology. The theory proposes that an advanced civilization, far beyond our current understanding, has created a highly sophisticated computer program that simulates our existence. The creators may be future humans or even extraterrestrial beings. They have the ability to manipulate every aspect of our simulated reality, including the laws of physics, biology, and chemistry. According to the simulation hypothesis, everything we perceive as reality is just a collection of data points being processed by a computer. Our bodies, thoughts, and emotions are all part of the simulation. Even the concept of time could be an illusion created by the simulation. Supporters of the theory point to various scientific principles, such as Moore's law, which suggests that computer processing power doubles every 2 years. They argue that it is only a matter of time before we develop the capabilities to create simulations that are indistinguishable from reality. While the idea of living in a simulated reality might seem far-fetched, it is impossible to prove or disprove. Some scientists and philosophers have suggested ways to test the theory, such as looking for glitches in the simulation or searching for evidence of programming code in the laws of physics. Overall, the simulation hypothesis challenges our understanding of reality and raises fundamental questions about our existence. Whether or not it is true, it serves as a reminder that our perception of reality is limited by our own human experience and understanding. The question of whether our world is a simulation is an open and highly debated topic in philosophy, physics, and computer science. Some theorists argue that there is a non-zero probability that our universe is a simulated reality created by some advanced civilization or higher intelligence. However, this idea remains purely speculative and has not been proven or disproven by empirical evidence or scientific experiments. Ultimately, the likelihood of our world being a simulation is unknown and may remain a subject of philosophical speculation for the foreseeable future. The concept of reality being a simulation is rooted in the idea that it is possible for advanced civilizations to create virtual realities indistinguishable from physical reality. This concept has been explored in science fiction for decades and has become increasingly popular in recent years with the rise of video games, virtual reality technology, and computer simulations. One argument in favor of the idea that our world is a simulation is based on the assumption that future civilizations will develop technology capable of creating highly realistic simulations that are indistinguishable from physical reality. It is argued that if such a civilization were to exist, it would likely simulate multiple universes or realities, including our own. Another argument for the possibility of our world being a simulation is based on observations made in quantum physics. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that particles do not have definite properties until they are observed or measured. This has led some theorists to speculate that our world might be a simulation created by a higher intelligence or advanced civilization, as this could explain the strange behavior of subatomic particles. Despite these arguments, there are also many objections to the idea that our world is a simulation. One objection is that even if it is possible for an advanced civilization to create highly realistic simulations, it does not necessarily follow that they would do so. Additionally, the fact that we experience a consistent, orderly universe suggests that it is not a simulation, as simulations would likely contain glitches or inconsistencies over time. Overall, the question of whether our world is a simulation remains a highly debated topic in philosophy, physics, and computer science. While there are arguments for and against the possibility of our reality being a simulation, there is currently no conclusive evidence to support either side of the debate. The simulation hypothesis is a fascinating theory that suggests that we may be living in a computer simulation created by an advanced civilization. While this idea has not been proven, it has been explored in popular culture including in movies. Here are some movies related to this theory. The Matrix, released in 1999, is a science fiction film that explores the concept of reality and perception. The movie presents the idea that the world as we know it is actually an artificial construct created by machines to use humans as their energy source. The story is set in the future, where humanity has created intelligent machines that eventually rebel and take control of the world. The machines then create a simulated reality, called the Matrix, to keep humans subdued and unaware of their true situation. In this alternate reality, humans live their lives in a simulated world that appears to be real, but is actually a computer-generated illusion. The central character in the film is Neo, a computer programmer who is searching for the truth behind his existence. He is contacted by a group of rebels who have escaped from the Matrix and are fighting against the machines. They believe that Neo is the chosen one, who can bring about the downfall of the machines and free humanity from its enslavement. The Matrix presents several philosophical themes, including the idea of the self and the nature of reality. The film asks the question of what is real and what is an illusion. It suggests that our perception of reality is subjective and can be manipulated by external forces, such as technology. The concept of the Matrix also raises questions about the role of technology in society and the dangers of relying too heavily on machines. The film suggests that there is a danger in creating machines that are too intelligent and too powerful, as they may eventually turn against their creators. Overall, The Matrix is a thought-provoking film that challenges our perceptions of reality and the role of technology in our lives. It explores the idea that we may be living in a simulation and asks us to consider what it means to be truly free. Inception is a movie that explores the concept of dreams and how they can be manipulated. The story revolves around a group of people who enter into the dreams of others to extract or implant ideas. The main character, Cole, is a skilled extractor who can manipulate the dream world to achieve his goals. The movie raises questions about the nature of reality and whether or not our perceptions can be manipulated like a computer program. Inception suggests that what we experience in our dreams feels real because our minds are unable to distinguish between reality and imagination. This idea is similar to the simulation hypothesis, which proposes that our entire reality could be a computer-generated simulation. In the movie, the characters use complex machines and techniques to create multi-layered dreams within dreams, each one feeling more real than the last. The deeper they go, the more difficult it becomes to distinguish between what is real and what is not. This blurring of reality and imagination is a central theme of the movie and underscores the idea that our perceptions can be manipulated like a computer program. Overall, Inception uses the concept of dreams to explore the nature of reality and the limits of human perception. It raises thought-provoking questions about the relationship between the mind and reality, and suggests that what we perceive as real may not be as objective as we believe. The film is a science fiction thriller that explores the concept of virtual reality and its implications on human consciousness. The story takes place in Los Angeles in 1999 and centers around two parallel worlds, the real world and a virtual reality simulation known as Simulacrum 1. In the Simulacrum 1 world, the main character Hannon Fuller, played by Armin Mueller-Stahl, is the creator of a revolutionary virtual reality system that allows users to enter into a fully immersive digital world. However, after discovering a way to create a true-to-life simulation of the 1930s Los Angeles, Hannon is mysteriously murdered. His colleague, Douglas Hall, played by Craig Bierko, becomes the prime suspect in his murder and begins to investigate what happened to him. With the help of Hannon's daughter Jane, played by Gretchen Mol, Douglas discovers that Hannon had left clues in the virtual world that suggest that their entire world is a construct designed to keep them from discovering the true nature of their existence. As Douglas delves deeper into the virtual world, he begins to uncover shocking secrets about himself and the people he thought he knew. He ultimately realizes that he is not living in the year 1999, but is actually a resident of the virtual world created by Hannon. The real Douglas died years ago, and his consciousness was uploaded into the Simulacrum 1 system. The 13th Floor is a mind-bending film that explores the very nature of reality, consciousness, and identity. It features an intricate plot with plenty of twists and turns that will keep you guessing until the very end. The simulation hypothesis is a philosophical concept that suggests that our reality may be a computer simulation created by an advanced civilization. This idea has gained popularity in recent years due to advances in technology and the increased realism of video game graphics. The proponents of this hypothesis argue that if technological progress continues at its current rate, it is likely that future civilizations will be able to create simulations that are indistinguishable from reality. They also point to the fact that our own computing power is increasing rapidly, and that we will soon be able to create simulations of our own that are much more advanced than anything we can currently imagine. However, there is currently no empirical evidence to support the simulation hypothesis, and many scientists and philosophers remain skeptical. Some argue that even if it were possible to create such a simulation, there is no reason to believe that we are currently living in one. Others point out that the hypothesis raises more questions than it answers, such as who created the simulation and why. In conclusion, while the simulation hypothesis is an intriguing idea, it remains a speculative concept with no concrete evidence to support it. It will continue to be a subject of debate among scientists, philosophers, and the general public. But until there is empirical evidence to confirm or refute the hypothesis, it must be regarded as nothing more than an interesting thought experiment.